Hey guys, how you doing? Mr. Daldis here with the Chapter 10, Section 4 lecture. Just wanted to go through these slides with you real quick. So here we go. So the three things that you're going to study here during this section are: what impact did the Delhi Sultanate have on India? How did Muslim and Hindu traditions clash and blend? And then how did Akbar strengthen Mughal India? Well, as you guys can see here, the furthest extent of the Delhi Sultanate is going to be this purple line that appears on your screen. You're also going to see some Tamerlane invasions being drawn up here, as well as where the Mughal Empire was in 1526. Please keep in mind that it originally started off with these purple lines here, moving to Mughal Empire in the red, and then lands added to the empire in the orange, and then eventually yellow, leading to the fact that much of India is going to be covered by this point in time by the Delhi Sultanate and Mughal empires. So in the 1100 guys, Muslim invaders entered northern India. They organized themselves into a sultanate or land ruled by a sultan. This is important to know because they needed names for this, and obviously with the ruler being a sultan, that's why they would call it a sultanate. With these sultans, Muslim traditions of government are going to come to India, which leads way to a lot of different ideologies where local populations would be in charge of certain aspects of the government. Again, anywhere Muslims went, they traditionally tried to incorporate the local population. That is why those empires saw a lot of growth and people buying into their system of government. You are going to see Turks, Persian, and Arabs migrating to India to serve as soldiers or officials, as there was an opportunity there that they may not have had in their original areas. So just something to keep in mind there. During this time, you're going to see trade increase exponentially. Lots of trade between India and the Muslim world as they continued to move Islam further and further east, getting closer and closer to China and the areas influenced by China and other major empires in the east. There were going to be Mongol raids. During these raids, remember, the Mongols are one of the fastest expanding empires in the history of the world, and when they start expanding, people kind of see the writing on the wall, and they are going to flee from areas like Baghdad to head to India, and they're going to bring with them all their learning. So I know if you were trying to escape a Mongol invasion, you would probably want to bring your learning with you as well. Once the Muslims get there, they're going to clash with the local religion, which is Hindu. And what you're going to end up seeing, as traditionally with Muslims when they expand into an area, is they take on a lot of the local traditions and customs. So they are going to blend the Hindu and Islamic religious beliefs, and they're going to form a new religion called Sikhism. Now remember, Hinduism is a polytheistic religion, meaning they believe in more than one God. Okay, Islam is just that belief in one God, or monotheism. Okay, the new combined religion Sikhism is going to believe in the unity of God, meaning even if you were to look at all the multiple gods of Hinduism, Sikhism is going to allow that there are all these multiple gods, but there is one God that is above all others, and so that is going to be brought in. Sikhism is also going to bring into effect the belief in reincarnation, meaning that when you die, you are born again, depending on how you lived your life. And lastly, for Sikhism, they are going to reject the caste system. In India, when you were born into a caste, and whatever caste you were born into, you were in that for your entire life. Your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids would all be born into that same caste. And remember, with Islam, you could be born into a lower level of society and work your way up, either through religion or the military, or anything like that, to a business, and work your way up the social ladder. One of the greatest rulers in Mughal India was Akbar the Great. He's going to strengthen Mughal India. These are his accomplishments. He's going to implement policies of religious toleration, again, working well with Christians and Jews. He's going to employ paid officials instead of hereditary office holders. Hereditary office holders here, guys, are basically, if your dad was a judge, you were going to be a judge because that was your birthright. That's what hereditary means. It was usually passed on from father to son, and that is how you got that job. When Akbar comes in, he's like, no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to go ahead and hire you based on who's best for the job. He's going to modernize the army. He's going to bring in a lot of cannons and later on muskets to help modernize that army and make it formidable, so anybody that tried to attack them would be sadly mistaken. He's going to encourage international trade. He's going to make the Mughal Empire here very central in that part of the world by internationalizing trade. He's going to come up with a standard weights and measures across his empire, which is fair when you're talking about swapping out grain or gold or whatever it is you're trying to trade, buy, sell, so on and so forth. Having a standardized sets of weights and measures makes that very easy and effective to sell from one part of the empire to the other. He's going to introduce land reforms to try to make sure that everybody gets access to land if they want it, but also to make sure that he's taking care of that land as well. Akbar's successors are going to continue the tradition of huge gains in literature, art, and architecture. For example, during the reign of Shah Jahan, who was grandson to Akbar, he is going to build the Taj Mahal. His wife, Mumtaz Mahal, died at the age of 39. She birthed 14 children. And so in his infinite sadness and sorrow, he is going to build the Taj Mahal as a tomb for her. There's a video here that you can link into in this presentation that will take you out to a 46-minute video about the Taj Mahal. It's really good. There's also just a short 3-minute video here. So. And that was that video. Just a short little video for you to see what the area around the Taj Mahal is. Again, if you want a more in-depth video, click on the link to the History Channel video, and that will take you right along. So real quick, here is just some review questions. Feel free to use the diagram to answer some of these questions, as this material may appear on the test. Just give you an opportunity here. Just press pause on this video, make your guesses, and then we will cover the right answer. So feel free to hit pause, read the information, and answer the questions. And here are your answers. Same with these questions here. I'll give you a moment to try to answer these questions. Press pause if you like. Take a minute and make your guesses, and then we'll reveal the answers here in just a moment. And there you have them. So hopefully you found this informative. If you do have any questions, as always, feel free to email me. But otherwise, guys, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Have a great day.